Hi, I'm Chas, and you're watching Chas's Crazy Creations. To start this project, you're going to need some wood crates. Let's get started. For this first crate, I will be using apple barrel paint in the color Pumpkin Orange. So as you can see here, I'm just painting the slats with the orange paint. And I love acrylic paint because it cleans up with water. So it works, cleans out of your brushes, it cleans off your skin if you get it on your skin. If you do get it on your clothes, you will want to treat that right away because it is not amazing with clothes. You can get it out if you work on it right away, but if you leave it set, the pigment inside of it will kind of dye your clothes. So you'll want to get that cleaned up right away. So I'm going to go ahead and finish painting all of these slats, and we'll show you what it looks like. But you'll also want to get these little inside spaces and the edges on either side as well. So I'll go ahead and keep painting, and then I'll give you a look at what it looks like when it's all done before we move on to the next step. So this is the bottom of the crate. It's all dry now, and I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and we're gonna work on a different area quick. So I've tipped it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint this side now. So I went ahead and painted the other side. I'm just getting it inside of the handle, although that is not super important. For this project, I'm not worried about it being perfect. Just because I think that rustic feel will be really nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead now, and I'm gonna set this crate aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint the other crates so that they can start drying and we can start putting all of this together. So this is the next crate, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some blue painter's tape. And I wanna just use it as a guide so that I can make sure to paint one end and the other end where I want it to be. So this will be the top, this will be the bottom, and this is just going to help me with where the paint goes, and when I peel this up, it'll be a nice clean line. So I'm using the exact same orange paint here, and I'm just painting down to the painter's tape. If some gets under the tape, I'm not super worried about it for what I'm gonna be doing with this crate. But I just want to make sure to get all of the wood pieces here nice and colored. And then in addition to that, once again, I want to make sure to get these in between areas. So I'm going to go ahead and finish painting all of this, and then I will show you what it looks like and what we're doing with the bottom half. So for the bottom half, I'm going to be using Apple Barrel Bright Yellow. So just like before, I'm going to paint all of these slats. And I'm going to paint in between down here as well. So making sure to hit all the in-between sections. Now, again, you could pick another color if you like. This is just what I chose for me. And then in addition to that, keep in mind that you can use other paints, but I really like this acrylic paint for me. So I'll go ahead and finish painting this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Now I'm going to take this tape and carefully peel it off, and then I'm going to let this dry completely. For my third crate, I will be painting it with Apple Barrel Kelly Green. So this crate, I'm going to paint with the green, and I'm not looking for perfection again. I kind of like it when the wood comes through, but you could give this as many coats as you like for your project. So keep that in mind when you're doing yours. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish painting this with the green, and then I will show you what it looks like. So I grabbed this little wood blank from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and paint it with the Pumpkin Orange Apple Barrel paint. So here they are all drying, and it's really up to you how much of these crates you want to paint. So this one I just did the front and the top. I'm okay with the sides not being done. This one I just did the front, and this one I just did the front. But if you want the sides painted, the insides painted, that's totally up to you. One of the reasons I'm not painting the inside is because I have a future idea that I want to share with you later. So I also paint everything all at once. That way this one is drying while I work on this one one's drying while I work on this one, so now I can come back to this one and complete this project. So it just makes it more of a time efficient use. Next, I just have a stick from my yard, and I've just tied a little bit of jute or twine to it, and I'm gonna lay it like so, and then the jute will come off front. Now, if you want more or you want raffia, you feel free to do that. We're gonna do one more little step to this one, and then this one will be about done. So I've got some leaves that are in here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place them about where I want them to be on either side, like so. And then I'm just gonna grab my hot glue gun and glue them into place on either side, like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and let that dry completely, and this project will be done. So now we're going to move on to the next one. So I've got hook and loop fastener from Dollar Tree, and I'm just squeezing the two sides together so that I know exactly how much I need. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to measure it along the length, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it with the scissors. Now I want it to definitely go edge to edge so it's got a nice and strong hold. So here's the strip right here, and I've got that board that I painted, and I'm going to make my best guess here. And again, doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm gonna place this onto the adhesive and press firmly so that it adheres nicely. Next, we're gonna work on some embellishments. So I'm gonna add a flower. I'm gonna go ahead and add some buttons for the eyes. I'm gonna add a little piece of leaf that I cut out for the nose. And then I'm gonna take a pencil and give me a rough idea of where I want to draw the mouth. And then we're gonna go ahead and glue it all together. And now this one's done, so we're ready to work on the last one. So the first thing I did was draw a mouth and a chin and a nose, some stitches, and the hairline. I'm gonna put some eyes in here, but I'm gonna get ready to do, I need some of this to be with paint. So I'm gonna be using Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color white for the eyes, and I'm gonna be using Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color black for the hair. So I'm going to start by painting the eyes here, and there are a lot of other things if you're not comfortable or you don't really want to paint. One of the other ideas, and one of the things I was going to do, is I was hoping to use some Google Eyes, but unfortunately all of our stores are currently out of them, so I could not get Google Eyes. But you could also use some adhesive vinyl or some other things that could make eyes like buttons. So lots of choices if you're not one that really loves to do some of the detailed painting. So I'm going to go ahead and finish painting up the eyes, and then we will let those dry and we'll work on the hair quick. So next up, I'm just painting the hair, and I'm going to get in as close as I can to where these marks are, but the marker can easily help me fix those details. And again, it's hair, so it's okay if something's not perfect with the hair. So I'll go ahead and finish painting the hair, and then we will talk about what's next. Now that they're all done, let's get them on display. I hope this inspires you to create some great creations of your own. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog at chasscrazycreations.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.